Hey guys, welcome back on board SV Blown Away. Sit down, put your feet up, relax. Here's a little entertainment that we made just for you.
And both you and I shouldn't be too shy by letting go for once. Come and be free with me. Just look straight ahead.
And previously on Blown Away, we visited the magical archipelago of Lipsy. This place is absolutely stunning.
Welcome to SV Blown Away. We are Natalie, Ian and Nelson, and welcome aboard. Go! 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 Did you get wet feet? Good boy! After leaving Patmos, we stopped on the island of Denusa in almost Rusa. Bit of a tongue twister for you. Before heading on to Neusa in Paros.
That's easy for you to say that.
Really?
It feels like we keep singing the praises of how clear the water is in Greece. And this is another prime example of that. We were only here for the one night, but it was so clear and the rock formations were so interesting, and we could see there was some fish around and other stuff. So instead of getting the dive gear out, which would have been time consuming, we went snorkeling, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And we spent one night in the island of Denusa, and with no wind whatsoever, we motored our way to
Neusa in Paros.
and we spent
About 3 weeks there.
yes we did. So the Meltemi's coming and we are hiding. The definition of a gale is when the tops of the waves get blown off, and we definitely got some of that going on. Right, I noticed it's quite windy. So the big powerboat's leaving, picking up his anchor, going somewhere else. Getting gusts of about 50 knots. I don't know how those guys are managing to hold on to the rocks, I've got to be honest. Yeah, especially now the windbreak is going. That was the biggest one. They're picking up and leaving. No idea where they're going. Good luck outside though. close. So one's already collapsed and come away from the wall, and we're waiting for one of these to go next. Okay, getting a little silly in here now. Charter boat has to be back, I guess, at some point in the next couple of days. And yeah, they're taking her out by the looks of it. Absolutely nuts. This is like taking a hire car, rally driving. Hey, give it back, cheat! Okay, you win. What's going on out here?
Well, our old ensign and our old Greek courtesy flag, having sat out the winds of the Meltemi, had sort of died a bit of a death.
Failed.
And were fading and fraying, and they were just getting worse and worse, to the point that I decided that I needed to sort them out.
We're going to put the new flag up.
Unfortunately, we don't have any new Greek courtesy flags, so I've just had to hot knife it, so it's now about 3 inches shorter than it should be.
So, what are you doing at the moment?
I'm whipping the new ensign onto the mizzen topping lift.
Cool. It's a good job you know all the names of these technical pieces of equipment.
Hello. You can't hear me over the outboard apparently. We're doing a little evening stroll over the hill with the ginger one. This is Nelson's Beach in Denusa in Paros, the island of Paros. Nelson usually goes for a swim over here, but there's also quite a few nice footpaths going all the way around the hill. And that is a little stone statue that people have made yesterday evening.
That's actually quite cool, girl. And this work of art, entitled Holding Back the Tide, is now available on our e-store.
Huh?
Ooh.
In the bag. The main bag.
Main bag.
Main bag. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Come on. Let's go. Look, I'm really tall. I'm really tall.
Come on. First time off the boat in like a month. Meltemi has been blowing and blowing and blowing. We've had a consistent 30 knots, if not more, occasionally 40, and we haven't been able to get off the boat. It's the first time we've been off in a little while, so we're going for a walk.
Yay! With Ginger.
There's still plenty of white water out there. It wouldn't have been good sailing, banging into wind, banging into swell. Not nice.
Hang on, look at that little toy boat.
Oh, the little toy boat in amongst all of them.
Don't think we'll get that on the GoPro.
The little toy boat just there, small one.
Just there somewhere. You've got all the big catches, and then you've got BA right in the middle of all of them.
I was saying it's nice to come over the hill to see what's going on this side of the peninsula, because on our side where the anchorage is, we're fairly protected from the sea state, but we get the wind. I wondered how much of that wind is accelerating over the hill and then hitting us.
I've been wanting to do this for days. And that's blown away just in the glare of the sunset. Paros has a different feel now, doesn't it, honey?
I love Paros. I spent the last 10 days loving Paros.
Not.
So we've been for the past 10 days and we have been anchored in this bay just here.
Da, 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 da. Just there.
And the town is over there, which was completely untenable in the dinghy.
Yes.
So it would have meant us going to a church dock over there.
Over there.
And then leaving the dinghy and getting a taxi all the way around the coastline to get down to the town. Yeah, which wasn't really feasible, was it?
No.
Not really. I didn't even want to leave the boat. I'm like that. I'm paranoid. I'm a liveaboard. I've lived on board for 17, probably 18 years now.
Hang on.
Proper liveaboard.
Loser!
Proper liveaboard.
Liveaboard, sorry.
And yeah, you just don't leave the boat when the weather's bad. Too many boats end up on the rocks when people get off of them, right?
Yes. This morning I actually put a waterproof top on to take Nelson to the beach because there was so much wind and waves that I was going to get drenched. So I put a waterproof top on.
And the temperature has dropped, hasn't it? What's the temperature now?
It's maximum of 23, 24 24 at the moment.
Wow.
And we were up in the sort of mid-30s.
30s, so it's come down 10 degrees.
Mm.
And it is it's quite a shock, really.
Yeah.
Even going for a swim is quite, it's not cold, but you feel the difference.
Hang on. What do you think? What do you think? You got your ball, you ready to go? Come on then.
I dream of dawn and walking away. Your words are lost on me. It's taking everything not to turn around. Throw it away. See if you'll let go of me when you're not holding me. I can see it now. Hey, when I lose, but if I'm gonna lose you, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I'm like, oh shit, I've been doing this a long time.
Where are we, tour guide?
We are in Paros Park. Ta-da! Lots of walking routes. Yeah, this is a botanical garden that's been planted as a project against, well, to help erosion mitigation. It's new terracing and new planting.
Thanks, Matt.
You're welcome.
The whole northern tip of Paros is set aside as a nature preserve. There are footpaths through all of this area, really well marked out, and after 10 days of being stuck on the boat, we were really looking forward to stretching our legs.
And the location that we are heading for is the top of Everest. It's just up there. And to give you an idea of proportion, there's Nat, she's 6'2", and Everest is about 3,000 meters. And the lighthouse is over there. And that's where.
Is this our official toolbox meeting?
Yeah. So Thursday it starts dropping off over here.
Okay.
And on these islands a little bit.
Yeah. We're just looking at the weather for the next couple of days and deciding where we should go and what we should do. Because it's now sort of mid-September and we need to be thinking about where we want to be for when it gets colder and maybe starts raining. And yeah, so the weather around here turns to southeasterlies, southwesterlies during the winter. So what is currently a protected anchorage turns into an unprotected anchorage, and we just need to be thinking about where we're going to be for those kind of storms, really. And we want to get, so we're here and we want to get back up around here,
Yeah, we're
back up into the Ionian here. So we've got to go around Cape Malleus again, which needs to be planned properly, or we'll yeah, we'll get beat up. And join us next week for an extra special edition of SV Blown Away. Nat,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Oh, sailing James Bond's boat.
Doing what, sorry?
Sailing James Bond's boat.
You stolen it? Okay, Ben, Ian, I'm going to stay up here with you and we'll set this up. Go with video, it's better.
It is on video.
Bond. James Bond.
Shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, not stirred. What are you doing here at the moment?
I'm stitching the ensign.
That's not stitching. What are you doing at the
I'm
moment?
whipping the ensign to the mizzen backstay.
No, not. That's not a
Mizzen
backstay.
topping lift.
This is getting harder, seriously. Good job you know all the names of these technical pieces of equipment.
Shout, he's a vicious attack dog.
Camp security.